So hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today it's going to be a little bit different because I've been doing an awful lot of guides and reviews and tutorials, and there's still more of these to come, but today I just want to talk about something that I've been having an awful lot of fun with, and that thing is strip mining. Now, what is strip mining? Well, it's one of the two, I do believe, endless bounties you can get on Deimos, with the other one being artifact recovery or artifact hunt or something like that. Now, what strip mining is essentially just excavation. You will go around the entirety of the Cambion Drift and just do excavation after excavator after excavator. You don't get any crafting though because, well, you're drilling into infestation, so you just get random rewards, which for the most part are endo, Iatan stars. Every now and then you can get a mod, and of course every time you finish a set of excavators you get mother tokens. This is actually how I've been getting most of my standing, with the rest coming from isolation vaults. Every time I see the strip mining bounty pop up, I jump in and I sit there for like 45 minutes to an hour and just do excavation, because why not? It's fun. And it's also a great way to level up Necromex because you have a ton of enemies to fight. Though one thing about the Necromex is that while you can pick up energy cells, you can't insert them into the excavator because for whatever reason, and this I believe is gonna get fixed eventually, when you pick up an energy cell with the Necromex, it either gets picked up by your operator or your Warframe, so you constantly have to jump in and out to power the excavators if you want to use a Necromex. But it's still a great way to level up the Necromex, especially since they've hopefully fixed all the issues that we've had with Necromex losing XP. But as cool as this is, and once again, this is something that I really enjoy. It's actually something that I've been asking for a while. I always thought it would make an awful lot of sense to be able to just call down excavators endlessly in the open world. It could be taken a step further to make excavating for resources an actual thing you can do. And we don't even have to think too hard about how it would be done or how it would work, because it's already been done in another game. And that game is, or rather was, Firefall. RIP Firefall, by the way. Now, Firefall was an open world shooter, but it wasn't necessarily a looter shooter, even though it was about gear. It was focused more around gathering resources and then using those resources to craft gear. Until, of course, the developers were like, you know what, how about we take all the unique things out of our game and replace them with something more generic and kill our game. Fun, fun, fun. But anyway, Firefall had something similar to excavators. They were called thumpers, but the system was far more expansive. So what you would do is you would have this hammer that was called the scan hammer, that you could smash into the ground, which would scan the ground for resources. Now, while you were able to drop a thumper essentially anywhere in the world, what you would ideally want to do is scan the ground a little bit and try to look for a vein, with the veins providing different types of resources based off where you were, and also different amounts of resources as well. Once you found a node, which past me just did, this is actually me playing Firefall in I think 2014, you would go down a thumper, which would start an event where a bunch of enemies would try and attack it and destroy it, with your job being, of course, to defend the thumper. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Well, there was a little bit more to it. So A, the resources in the world were dynamic, so even if you found a nice node, you would eventually excavate it all and you would have to move somewhere else. B, unlike excavators in Warframe, thumpers weren't just provided to you. You had to craft them, with some of the higher tier thumpers being pretty damn expensive, which leads us to C, there were different types, personal and group thumpers, as well as tiers of thumpers, which would ramp up the difficulty, the build cost, but also the reward. And finally D, you were able to call a thumper back prematurely if you felt like you were losing and you're gonna get the thumper destroyed. This was one of my favorite things to do in Firefall, just run around the open world exploring and just scan hammering the ground until I found a nice node, at which point I would try to thump some stuff out of it. I enjoyed it so much actually, I eventually ended up maining the Recluse battle frame, which was really good for thumping, and I ended up specializing it towards like hardcore thumping before the game died. Now imagine being able to do something similar in Warframe, right? You're running around the open world, you're looking for resources. Once you find what you're looking for, you can call down an excavator or even a juiced up excavator that took quite a few resources to build, and you have to defend it while it excavates the resource. This could be a really cool combat alternative to mining with a drill, because you don't have to replace mining, right? You can give people the option. You can either run around and look for the nodes, so you can shine your laser pointer at them, or you can do it on a much bigger scale and run around, scan for resources, and then excavate those resources. Personally, I think that would be a lot of fun and something that I would definitely do a lot. But anyway, what do you guys think about this? Have you done any of the strip mining? Have you perhaps even played Firefall? Let me know in the comment section down below. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.